computer. Okay, so good morning. The Senior Sales Coordinator Bound call on December 28th. Are we 28th? I think?
Yes.
Yes.
And so the focus of this call is going to be setting goals. And I love it. I know it's really hard. I've got kids in the background. Everything's kind of going crazy. We're still in vacation mode, or just time off mode. And so I know it's really hard to get on the call today. So I greatly appreciate you all doing that. It's so important to get this focus before January 1st. Our business is one that New Year's resolutions is huge because ours is so easy to keep, but everybody's health-minded come January 1st. They're not thinking about it now, but January 1st, their decision's already made. So right now, and us setting our goals and us not taking that time off between Christmas and New Year's is so important. And that doesn't mean get out and hold a bunch of, health nights and all that. It means just being present in people's lives as you're making that connection, dripping on people right now, because as of January 1st, they've made their decision. A lot of people have joined the gym. A lot of people have already done that, and they start. So we want to be present in people's lives so that we are first on their mind when it comes to healthy decisions and regaining health in 2018. So kind of make sure you're keeping in touch with people, especially during the holidays and New Year's. If you're doing stuff, just planting seeds that we can follow up. And another really big time, January, February, March are all big times, because by the end of January and into February, people are falling off of their radical new resolution they're doing to totally transform their health, and they're realizing how hard it is. And that's when we continue to drip on them, saying, well, this is one simple change. So we really need to do that. And I love the freedom revolution and the healthy living revolution. I love all those things, and this is what we can do because we really are a simple change. We really are. If people can do, and they see more over time. So I love catching people before their New Year's resolution is happening, and then I love taking those people off the rebound. They overcommitted or it's harder than they thought. So keep that in mind as we continue to move forward. I sent out a text for everybody to think about 2 questions. The first one has 2 different variables with it. And then the second one is straightforward, but Danny Martin, who you all know I love, he and his wife both 100 Club members. He's tried to do a call for us, but he's done other trainings for us. He sent me a whole sheet of one-liners for success. And I think I sent those out to you all as my sales coordinators. And if you have not gotten that, I will resend it if you all need it. But glance at those because they are so motivational to me.
What is
but
it?
They're one-liners for success. I printed it out, but it's attachment. So if you look at it, and I'll send it out to you all again, but it is so important for me as a leader because these are one-liners that he uses all the time when he coaches his team, and they are so effective. So as we are setting goals right now, going forward into the new year, his very first one is, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. And that is so different. And my biggest thing is I sat at sales coordinator for 10 years. I went to every conference. I was having health nights. I was doing everything. And I'm watching people on stage, and it was demotivating me because I'm sitting there thinking, what on earth are they doing that I'm not doing because I'm active? I am ignorance on fire. I'm telling everybody. I'm doing everything, and I am stagnant. I'm not changing. And I had to really look inside and see how I could make a change in myself and my business in order, because I was doing the activity they were asking me to do, but nothing. I was stagnant. I was absolutely stagnant. So that's one thing is I had to get better at what I was doing, and I also had to have more strategy behind it. And then I started moving forward. But you can't just be out telling anybody and everybody. My biggest issue is I wasn't following up very well, because I was saying it to too many people, and I didn't have a process. And the fortune is in the follow-up. I didn't have a process to follow up with those people. So I was out telling everybody and every stranger at every grocery store, but I was planting the seed for somebody else to come in and someone said, oh, I heard of that, and then they took that person. So certain things like that I had to change, and I also had to be much more teachable. And then Rick Weeby helped me a lot with strategy behind where am I focusing my time. And so that's what I'm trying to help you all with, is focusing your time to be more effective, to getting you where you need to go, and to spend your time motivating your team and structuring your team so that you're moving forward instead of doing the same time of work, spending the same time and not moving forward. So that's why I created this group, is to help you all be more strategic and then find your weakness. Why are you not moving forward? And let's work on that together, because I will be more than happy to help you. Some of you, I want you to look back 1 year ago today, or January 1st, and see, is your business where you wanted it to be last year? Because every January we set our goals. So is your business where you wanted it to be today that you said a year ago? And if it is, then you made those changes. And now, I'm not saying that you are not working by any stretch, because I know everybody's working. So was that work and was that time and effort effective to get your goals in? I can tell you, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be NMD. So I'm constantly reassessing, what is it that I did not do correctly to meet my goal. Now, I have always said NMD by the next conference, and I haven't made it. So I'm in the process of doing this, and it's a matter of not necessarily only setting goals, but going back to see, did you meet the original goal? And if you're not meeting the original goal, then you have to change what you're doing. So we can set goals and continue doing what the same activity we've been doing and never meet those goals. So look a year ago, and one of the other things that I love, want to know what the next 5 years of your life is going to look like? Look at the last 5 years and don't change anything. It's so logical. It's just he pulls them out. He pulls them out. And so I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm working with Lenora. And what is it? I had my goal of being, I even set my password, NMD, in 2017. And I told my business partner, I'm not changing my password, dadgummit. Well, I'm changing my password. So I'm doing the exact same thing, and it's very eye-opening. I had goals. I didn't meet. Now, is my business doing better than it was? Absolutely. I didn't realize how unrealistic the volume structure I had to do really was. So you have to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room and patience, because everybody's going through something in their life. I mean, everybody's going through something in their life. So be compassionate with yourself, have patience with yourself, but look and see if you're meeting your goals, and change things if you're not. Does that make sense?
Yep.
It does.
Makes sense, everybody?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Okay, another really good one that he has is, you get your report card on your business each month. It's called a bank deposit.
Mm.
Are you passing or are you failing? It's very, very simple. So think about those things. So when you look at what you want to change, what's that?
Be great on a curve.
A curve. And think about this. If that is your report card, and you go for these bonuses with your team, as you're reaching these bonuses, the five, they get the 2,000, they get the HLP, but you get the 2,000 plus. The more bonus checks you get, the more your checks going up anyway, which is very cool. So, and then another one I love, which I am horrible at, is tell, show, try, do. And I'll send this to you. Tell, show, try, do. Where I fail at this miserably is when you are training a new distributor. You tell them how to do things. You do it with them. You show them how to do it. Then you have them try it, and then they're on their own doing it. That's what you should be doing. I tend to help so much that I never get people doing what they need to do. And because I'm still doing health nights for people who are, 5 and 6 levels down from me, where I need their upline to be doing that. Now, Carrie's done a great job, because I backed out on her once because I was sick and once because my son was a knucklehead. And I had to cancel, and she did the health nights. And that was fabulous because she had a lot of fun doing it. So that's kind of the lesson in tell, show, try, and do. Because you cannot grow your business and move forward if you are building everybody else's business for them. And that is something I have the hardest thing, because I enjoy being part of everybody's business. I thoroughly enjoy helping, and I offer to help, and people take me up on that help. And I love that, because I am a mother hen. I want to keep everybody and be that for everybody. I want to be there for everybody, but I'm not enabling them to do their business and move forward and be that confident leader they should be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that is the hardest thing, and I struggle with these. I struggle with these, and I'm trying, and I tell people, you're just going to do this. Next thing you know, I'm there helping. And because I love that, and that's what I want to do. So another one that I don't do well is the fortune is in the follow-up, and I've had to learn that with some programs that we have. As you see, other kids are home. That's right. So anyway, all right, so that's kind of the things that I really, really want people to hear as we start doing this. And there are 3 pages of these one-liners that are fabulous. Actually, 4 pages of these one-liners. Another really good one is match your team's time, effort, and desire. If you are expecting your downline to be doing more than you're doing, it's not going to work. You have to be matching that time and effort. You need to be present at every health night if you expect your team to start going to health nights. Just because you don't have someone, come. You need to match, because you are the role model. You are the one doing it. So bummer you don't have someone. You need to be present because they may have someone. You need to be matching. If they're building and getting people there, then you need to be there to support that team. And as you start doing that, your business is going to grow regardless, because you're going to pick up something from a health night. Whether it's you've had people cancel and you're bummed, and you hear why someone else started it. You know, you're going to pick up something, even if it's not directly to your paycheck. You're going to pick up something to motivate you and pick you out of your slump and go forward. So there are times that I have no desire to go to a health night, but I go because obviously when I'm doing them, everybody on my team is there. So I need to go and support. You have to match your team's effort. That makes sense?
It does.
Okay, so another one is, do you treat your customers like Mercedes-Benz customers? And a lot of you do that. A lot of you have a really, really, really good customer follow-up and build relationships. So, all right, so I want to talk about goals. My goal, obviously, is NMD. And I would like to add, which would come automatically, I would like to add about $500 to $1,000 onto my paycheck this next year. I'd like to do 1,000. I'd like to add 1,000 every single year. And if that had worked, I would be really wealthy by now. I've been in the business so long. I should be making $15,000 a month, and I'm not. So. But I did double my paycheck one year when we were really in a slump, and when I went Q, I doubled it. So that was good. But I've kind of been stagnant at that. So I would like to add, realistically, $500 for sure, but I'd like to add $1,000 by the end of the year to my paycheck. And I would obviously like to be NMD. NMD is just the start, because after you become NMD, then you have club levels that you try to attain. So as you go NMD, the reason why I haven't made it is because they've kind of buckled down on people were making it faster than they should have, and they weren't able to maintain it. And so they have really put the requirements a little bit different, and the fact that structure is so key. And because they want you to fall right in place with your club levels. And so you're basically a 15, 18 club when you make NMD. That's how to get that volume. That's how you get it. And then you have big bonuses if you make 24 club within 12 months of your promotion. then you get a $2,400 bonus. If you make, and it goes up from there. Let's see, 24 club, 39 club within 2 years, you get a $3,900 bonus, and 50 club within 3 years, you get a $5,000 bonus.
Wow.
So they kind of do that, and you get, as senior sales coordinator, what everybody's going for, you get a $250 Christmas bonus, just FYI. I got a $500 Christmas bonus this year. At NMB, you get a $1,000 Christmas bonus. I can't tell you how much I was kicking myself when that check, where I should be grateful for the $500, but I'm kicking myself like, by golly, I should have had that $1,000, dadgummit, because that was my goal, and I missed my goal. So that's something that also is very nice that they incentivize you. So my goal is definitely NMD, and my goal by the end of 2018 is 24 club, which is huge because I'm not NMD yet. So what am I willing to do to get there? What time am I willing to spend? I'm very blessed that that I'm full time into this. I need to get my kids back in school, which they hate, but then I can focus and really get down to business and do stuff. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes if I live, eat, and breathe Juice Plus to by golly get there. So that's kind of what I want you all to think about. What are you can set goals, but realistically, what are you willing to do to reach that goal? Because if your time commitment does not match your goal, you're going to get frustrated. So your time commitment, you have to be realistic in your goals. That's where the frustration in this business comes along. So if you want to skip senior sales coordinator and go directly to Q, and you're willing to spend an hour a day, you're probably not going to get that far. You need to be realistic, and it's going to take more than 5 hours a week if you're going to go from sales coordinator to Q. Does that make sense? So I want to make sure everybody's kind of aligning what their goal is. And you might say, I've got a really busy year. I just want to maintain or add a little money to it, but I'm not worried about moving and promotion. And I'm willing to spend an hour a week. That's okay. I want you all to set realistic goals so that you're not frustrated when you're not reaching those goals. So who wants to go first? Since I just spilled mine.
I will.
Okay.
So, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So I guess my goal would be, I would like to be senior sales coordinator by December 31st, 2018.
Okay.
Which could be kind of difficult because I'm pretty busy at work too, but I am willing to put into it whatever it takes. In fact, we're having a living party tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Tim, I'm going to be telling you a story, by the way.
Oh, good. Let me know how it goes.
I will. And then financially, I think I'd like to add $700 to my paycheck each month. It would give me in the Comma Club. So I got a ways to go, but it would be my goal.
So Comma Club by the end of this year. That's completely doable.
Yeah, I think it should be, right?
Hey, Judith. Hey, Judith, there's a reflection in your screen. We see you changing. Just FYI. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so Comma Club. Okay, and so the best way to become, for you to go senior sales coordinator, that alone is about $1,250 a month. So you're going to get your Comma Club by doing that, which is great. So setting goals and doing individual coaching will do that. And you and Mark made so much progress this past year. You've set up the foundation for that. That should not be a hard goal for you at all. I know it sounds hard. But you've developed habits, and you've made those changes. You've made those changes that have needed to be made.
I think he and I and ourselves have made the changes, and we're motivated and willing to do it. The hardest part is motivating the team.
Right.
I don't know if I need all new team members or what, but it's hard to motivate the team. So I'll look forward to those one-liners for success.
Right. And this is one of my big things with team. Love everybody where they are. Mm-hmm. And everything is done, and this has been the hardest lesson that my business partners taught me. People have desire. people have the need to do it. They have the burning desire to be something with this. They have the passion. If their numbers are not changing on the reports, then you can believe in them and motivate them and all that, but don't count on them.
Right.
And so it's not as much motivating the team, because you believe in what they're telling you and you want this. You can't want it more for them than they want it themselves. So you have to constantly find new people to bring into that are going to make that black and white change on the reports.
Yeah.
And I believe in everybody and I want to hold everybody's hand. And I've done that for so long. So when you get your strategy behind it, if people are not meeting their goals, if we're setting goals for the HLP and we're setting goals for 2,000 plus, and they're never moving forward with that, then you need to constantly find new people to go do that, but be available to those people. You're coaching them, but they're not moving. So be there available, but reach out to them. You still reach out to them, but not as steadily as you were.
Right.
Let them earn that time.
Okay.
So that's very hard mindset to do, because you love everybody. You love everybody, and you have that personal relationship, which makes it work.
Yeah.
But you also have to look at your numbers. And if they're not doing it, find someone who will do it, but still be there for everybody.
Great. Good advice. Thank you.
All right. Do you have anything else?
Sorry,
Julie, do you have anything else? Do you have anything else that you want to add to your goals?
No, I think those are my 2 basic goals.
And those are great goals. I think those are very reasonable, realistic goals. Yeah. Okay. Who's next?
I know one goal I have, which may not be exactly, I mean, I haven't really thought of something financial specifically or what level, but my main thing that I've never figured out the best way for me to do is I have to have a very clear process, kind of like what you were talking about, Jennifer. I have to have, okay, every day or every Monday I'm going to do this. Every Tuesday I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend 15 minutes or I'm going to spend 30 minutes. I need, when I have that in front of me, I'm great. I just work it. I work the process from there. Because I can talk to people, like you said. I mean, I can tell it to people. I share it to people at the studio all the time. But that's like all I'm doing. I'm not moving forward with my team. I mean, I set a time to meet. Like with Sarah, we set a time to meet. But then it's like I don't have a plan necessarily to go forward. And I kind of have some better ideas lately. But I need to do it. I just need to sit down and I need to do it. And I need.
All right. Now, did you do did you watch the Stacy Whitmer, your DMO?
I heard it and I have not watched it. I need to watch it.
And I sent those attachments with it. Finally.
Yes, that was fabulous.
Yeah.
And I remember part of it, and it's just a matter of me sitting down, really looking at it. I'm not a real good structure girl as far as, like, every Monday I need to do this, but if I have that, I work well. Does that make sense?
Right.
I might be like, oh, well, I want to do this instead today. But if I have that just for a few minutes of time and I stick to it, I'll do well.
I think your biggest issue is you do plant seeds. You do that very, very well. It's your follow-up. Because you plant so many seeds.
I need like one-liners or something.
Right. But you're definitely planting.
Yeah.
You need to harvest what you're planting. Instead, you're planting, you're watering, and somebody else is harvesting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you do. I hear you talk about it, and it's amazing how people come out of the clear and show up the whole time. I don't know why I'm here, but she told me to come. So you're very, very good at that. And as everybody says, as you tell me to calm down as I talk to your people, everybody loves your natural, authentic approach, because you're not a pit bull like I am, where I tend to pressure people. So, but see, you got it. You've got it. It's just a matter of developing that process that you can organize your contacts and have a reasonable follow-up time with it. I actually have a program on the phone that you will love that I did for Dr. Wampler, and I don't know if I've mentioned this to you. It's called, it's this one right here. Look, into the icon. the MLM Creator, right next to my boxer. So look that up, MLM Creator, and that allows you to put in, so when you open it up, it puts in all your contacts. Now, it takes a little bit to set it up, but it'll allow you to put in all your contacts. But then when you go into someone, it allows you to put notes in it and everything, and then schedule follow-ups. And it will ding you to say, so I'll say, gave this video, gave whatever, and then I'll set the follow-up on that, and it will ding me to say, call so-and-so. I'll pull up their contact card wherever I am, going in between, picking up kids, doing whatever. I'll give them a quick call and say, hey, we spoke 2 months ago about this, told you I'd follow up. How's it going? How you feeling? So it's my notes on the go at any time, but it dings me when I tell someone I'll call. Or, you know, it's those people that I sent a video 2 days later, it dings me, and I'll call and say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? What'd you think about it? So that's.
So is that a I'd never heard of that. That sounds great.
I found that from Denise Romney at our regional 2 years ago. And it was at the perfect timing when I was getting overwhelmed with Dr. Wampler's people, because at least my people, I knew their name. They're, you know, I've developed a relationship. Dr. Wampler started sending me people that I didn't know their name, like nothing meant anything. And they'd call me while I was out grocery shopping, and I didn't want to sound like an idiot saying, who are you? Who sent you? And so I always, you know, I'll say, oh, just 1 minute, please. And I'll put them on hold and quickly look. I programmed everybody I send something to into my contact list, because if I send them something, when I'm standing there, I'm working with 2 people at Trader Joe's right now. I'll say, oh, let me send you a video. So right then and there, I pull up a video from YouTube. I have them put their number in, and then I send it. And then after their name, I program in their name afterwards, and I put in my notes section so I know to follow up with them. But I'll put behind them TJ, like their last name, so I know it's Trader Joe's. And I'll put all of Wampler's after their last name. I put W, so I know it's Wampler. So when they call, or if they're following up, like I get calls from Wampler when I'm out, it will have a W, so I automatically know it's one of Wampler's people. Does that make
Good
sense?
idea.
So you can program their name in with a note of how you know them. But then you create that card, because you can transfer on the MLM, you can transfer it directly from your contact list. So it'll go over, so you can immediately go in and transfer that to the MLM Creator. So what you do is just say, hold on 1 minute, please. And all you do is pull that up quickly, scan their details, and then you know what you're talking about. So as you're meeting people out and you're planting seeds, you tell them to hold on, you look up their list, or you know whatever the last conversation was, or the kids dealing with asthma, or they had migraines. You look that up on the go and just say, hey, how are your migraines doing? Maybe you're seeing any. Because then you're personally connected with everybody.
That's MLM, what kind of creator?
And I'm going to let my dog in while I talk about you all. MLM Creator.
Victory.
V, like victory. Okay.
Yeah, V Creator, and it's, I don't remember what I paid for it, but if I did, it was like under $5 or something. I don't remember, and I don't know if I'm paying annually on that. But it's been a huge tool, because follow-up was my biggest issue. I can plant seeds just like Judith. I can plant seeds, but I wasn't following up. So that's been a huge, huge, huge tool for me. MLM Creator. It's, like I said, it's this little icon there at the bottom.
Is it an app, or did you get it from
I can't
the
hear you,
internet?
Patty.
Is it an app from the App Store, or is it from the internet?
Can anybody
From
else hear
web-
Patty?
I can. Is it an
Oh, I can't
app?
hear anybody.
Well, then you must have muted us.
Julie, I didn't hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, yes.
I can't hear anybody now. Huh.
Mhm.
Did I hit something on my phone? I can't hear anybody.
La 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 la
Can you
la.
hear us now?
Look at your little controls.
hold
and
on.
some kind of mute thing. I guess you couldn't hear that, could you?
All right, let's turn the volume up on that.
That's what I did, the little mute thing down in the left corner.
All right, what, pointing down to what?
Down in the left corner, see if there's the mute button.
Wait, no, everybody's came back. So
I'm almost done.
I didn't do anything. Now I can hear everybody. Huh. Okay. All right. Any questions?
I can't find the MLM for a V Creator for Android. There are.
You just cut out again. All right. I'm taking my headphone off. Hold on.
Is that better?
All right.
You hear us now?
I'm turning up volume. Hold on. Someone say something.
Hello.
Here you go. It's going to be a little louder now because my son just came in the kitchen. Okay, so you can't find MLM?
Well, I don't have it for Android, but there are other ones on here I've kind of looked at before, but I haven't looked that closely. The thing I liked about yours is that it reminds you, because I have a spreadsheet that has drop downs and everything, how I met them and reminders and all that kind of stuff, but I don't have anything that dings me, which would be really nice.
My biggest issue is I can set it in my calendar, but it's just too many steps.
Yeah.
I have all those steps. So everything's on this program, and it communicates with my contacts, and then it dings me on my phone on a big set of banners.
Right, I like that.
Well, I don't know if it is for anything else, but maybe we can find. You and I can work on that. See if there's another program somewhere. All right, Kim. I know you go back to work. Do you want to say anything real quickly, like your goals? She's frozen.
Yep, she is frozen.
I don't know.
Can you hear us, Kim?
She just sent me a message saying she had to go back to work.
Oh.
So I'll ask her if she's still on and get her in real quickly. All right, who else wants to go? Miranda, I know you've had, oh, she's gone. I'm not going to message her now. Miranda, I know you've moved and all that, and you've got a lot going on. Do you want to set goals for the new year?
Not in the first half.
Not the first half?
I'm gonna get through the first half of the year.
Yeah. Now, when do you get in your house?
We close February 8th.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Which is nice. Yeah, it's earlier than we had expected.
That's very
so
good.
We're gonna try and see if we can get out of the apartment by March 3rd, if they will let us out of our lease.
So no stress there. Okay, and
then I want to, I want to work on that. I want to, just focus on that.
Right, absolutely. Okay, and you and I need.
What I have to,
Go ahead.
whoops.
No, go ahead, Patty.
So what I have to do is focus on getting a team. That is my big problem.
Right. And I know you're still planting a lot of seeds. You and I can do one-on-one coaching on getting ideas of you plant,
Okay.
but it has not come to fruition. So it's finding another group, finding another avenue to find those contacts. And that's the main thing that he said. Look at what you've done in the past, and if you're not to your goal, we got to change what you're doing. And so I know you've been trying to do team for a while, so we just need to tweak minor tweaks on maybe the focus of the groups that you're talking to, and that person will come, and those people will come. It's a matter of recognizing opportunity, diversifying your contact list, and continually plant seeds.
Okay. We'll talk.
All right. So, anybody have anything? I know Carrie's packing up in her house and she has to go. And I know most of her goals. She and I are in a lot of contact. I think Kim was at work. So
I like the Stacy Whitmer's thing, though. I'm glad you mentioned her again, because I think I'll put that on my list of goals, is to follow her guideline there.
She's fabulous. She's a ball of fire. So, okay. So let me know how I can help you guys, because the most important thing is to not think about it when everybody goes back to work and school after the new year, to be thinking about it now because people are making their New Year's resolutions early. And then, Randa, even with you being so busy, still keep it in your mind and talk to people because you're meeting new people all the time.
Right. Yeah. I still do want to have a health night in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so you're still meeting people, but it's a perfect opportunity. And we've talked, and I've had this talk with Randa before. Think about what your conversation looks like when you're talking to people. Anything new. So when anybody asks you, start that conversation about what do you do? And they'll turn around and ask you, what do you do? And so you have lots of different answers that you can say. Like Judith's got the art house, but what are you trying to grow the most? Focus on that. And Randa and I had this conversation, I think in an Uber, California or something, when I said, are you trying to grow your Zumba class? And she said, no, I've got plenty of people. I said, are you trying to grow your belly dancing? She said, no, I've got people. I said, are you trying to grow your Juice Plus business? She said, yes. I said, then begin with that. Begin with, I am with the Juice Plus company. So it doesn't have to be your main job, but whatever you're trying to grow is what you're mentioning to people first. And then you can say, I focus on nutrition, but my passion lies, or you can say, Julie can say, I have, a nursing business, but my passion lies in helping people regain their health or maintain their health through nutrition.
Good way to put it.
Be sure that whatever you're trying to grow, even if it's not your main job, that's what you're mentioning when people say, what do you do? Whether it's my passion lies with this or I do this. I'm with the Juice Plus company. It's an international company. It's been around for 40 years. I'm trying to expand in the area. However you want to say it, whatever you're trying to grow needs to be the conversation you're having with people. And Randa, perfect opportunity is while you are meeting a whole bunch of new people, because, people here, but a lot of people are new, whether it's in the apartment, whether it's anywhere. And you can say, I love that I work with a company that allows me to focus on moving into my new house while still helping people transform their health. Use what you're doing, use it with and just say, you can even interrupt someone, say, oh, wait 1 minute, please. Take a phone call that could be from anybody and just say, sorry, I help people transform their health and I always want to be available to them. Be creative and drop planting a seed with what you do, and they'll be like, oh, how do you do that? Because you're out and about in your normal life. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Oh, sorry, someone had a quick question. I'm helping them regain their health, or I'm helping them, whatever it is. Show them the things. So I'm just trying to bring in what I do into a conversation, even if that quick interruption had nothing to do with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's cool.
All my strippers, you know about that. So Arlen wants me to show you my purse, and I've got these cheesy little things on it, but I've gotten 2 customers and one's going to be a distributor from it.
Huh.
They're asking me what these things are.
Those look different than the normal ones.
Yeah, we had acorns.
Not the acorns anymore. These are just a little bottle, and I had all 3 of them on there, or all 4. They're the Omegas, but then I switched purses to a little smaller purse over the purse. But yeah, these are just a fruit and veggie, and they fit 2 capsules in it.
Just 2 capsules?
Yeah, they fit 2 capsules in it because they're real small. But I had these on my purse, and I've had 2 people ask me about it, and both have purchased, and one's going to become a distributor.
Well, Jennifer, did you always have the acorns on your purse also?
No.
All these years?
No, I've had acorns. I'll put them on for a little bit, but they'll take them off.
I've had acorns on every day since I've been a distributor, and I think I've only had 3 people in all those years even ask me what they were.
I think these are so much cleaner than the acorns. I think these are so much cleaner than the acorns.
I'll have to get some of those.
And I use my line with it, Danny Martin line. He'll say, what are those? And I'll say, have you ever heard of Juice Plus? And if they say no, I'll say, oh, you're just going to laugh at me if I tell you. I use that line all the time, whether it's what I do for a business or what this is. And they'll say, what? I'm like, it's a full day supply of fruit and veggies in these tiny capsules. So simple yet brilliant. And then I send them a video. That's it. It's as simple as possible, but I've got that response. But you'd laugh at me if I told you.
That's cool.
Is
I like that.
taking that intensity. Oh, the research and this and that, and I don't do any of that. You'll laugh at me if I told you. And I'll say it's been a game changer for my family. Let me shoot you a video. So what I did, I shot the video because I then had their contact information, and I have in my notes section, in the same note, I'll have Kroger, Trader Joe's, whatever, and I have the names next to it because when I go to follow up, I don't know who they are. I don't remember their name. So they'll ding me, or when I'm out someplace, I'll be like, oh, who's that person at Trader Joe's that I met? And I'll go to my notes section, figure out which one it was at Trader Joe's, and go to their contact and read notes on them. So I kind of have my tracking in different areas between, I immediately send the video and I get out to my car and I put it in my notes, and then I program it in and put TJ next to their name, and then transfer it to MLM, but detailed notes. But I can't tell you how many times I just go to my notes section and just look at the different locations I've been and who's on there, see if I've missed someone. So that's kind of how I do my different areas, because I can't remember because I am mentioning it to complete strangers all the time. I've got a girl from Volvo just sitting there getting the car done. She noticed it, and she's getting it for her grandkids. So that's just kind of the fortunes in the follow-up. It is following up with those people. So, all right, any questions?
No,
Thank you.
good. That's really good. Thank you, Jen.
So I'd really like to do individual coaching with everybody, because that's where we need to focus our efforts on your individual organization and where you need, like Julie, for you to move forward and get your goal down. We need to focus on exactly who needs that. Patty, we need to start a whole new
Yes.
and work on that. Randa, we do need to do some work. I don't want you to totally drop off the first 6 months because you've got good doctors starting that we need to work on them right now. They don't know how busy you are. So I need to be in better connection with them. So everybody has different things going on. And then Judith, we need to organize your stuff, but you're getting, closer to senior sales coordinator, focusing the effort, because I know this is not your main job. So everybody has those different things that we can individually work on to move people forward. We can all do it. And there's no reason that everybody cannot be senior sales coordinator by the fall conference. So.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right. So if y'all have any questions, let me know, but let's set up individual coaching calls in between. Miranda, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, do you have any health nights set up as of now?
I'm going to within the next couple hours, because I need to get one next week. The first week of January, I need to get that. But the kids go back on Wednesday, so I need to figure out what night's best for everybody. But I'd like to get one next week, as everybody is in the midst of New Year's resolution and sore from going to the gym. They're kind of feeling the pain of it. I want to kind of give them a release. So I hope to be having one next week and probably every week in January. One of my Team Grit calls, and pardon my language, but she's had extreme success with shred the shit out of January. Starts a new shred every Monday of January. And she's had groups, and she said it was amazing how many customers and distributors they did in just January alone, and they call it shred the shit out of January. And every week, so people starting it, a lot of times jump in on the third week because they're done with theirs and do it again, and they almost shred the entire month. But she said you start it the first, every Monday, start a new group going. That's it. So I'd like to do some health nights and kind of try to build off shred the shit out of January. I just have to figure out how to do it without offending people. I don't know if people think that's cute or if that's
I think it depends on people's personality.
And do it, because I feel the same way. But my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, my brother-in-law gave him for Christmas, because he owns a restaurant, these seasonings, and it was like, one of them was called aw shit, one of them was called bullshit, one of them was called special. And he posts it on his Facebook where all the customers can see, and I'm like, oh gosh, I just can't believe it. but he gets all this feedback. So I don't think you'll rub people too much the wrong way. I don't know. I mean, but I know what you're saying. You could
And
even
it might be
say
an internal thing. It might be an internal thing,
Good.
not customers, but
you could put the little dollar sign and the little
exactly. Try the dollar sign. All right. Anyway, so that's kind of what I like to do, but we're already to the point where the first part of it on January 1st is a Monday. So that'd be the first one we start. So we got to build for that quickly. Anyway, so those are some ideas. So yes, Randa, I'm going to have a health night next week, and then hopefully we'll have one every week in January for sure. Just getting people going.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds
Anything
good.
else?
No, very good. Very helpful.
All right. Well, if you all reach out to me for individual coaching, and if not, I will see you all in 2 weeks.
Happy New Year.
Everybody.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.